Now.
Hello and welcome back to Havoc Moon, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I believe this is... I don't know what the fuck
It's episode 10.
I don't know. Episode 10! We're back.
Yeah.
We're back on a consistent schedule. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, more or less.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We're two sessions into the consistent schedule. It remains to be seen.
Have you seen that Twitter post, Tan? It's like... D&D nerds in the 80s. We're going to play 24 hours a day, D&D nerds today. Well, Bob's free every other Saturday from 1:30 to 2:30, but the other guy's only free every 3 weeks, not counting any month with a commercialized holiday in it for 45 minutes.
Oh, God.
It's tricky, you know. We're all adults with
truly
schedules.
do live in a society.
Yeah, we're not that busy, but we're like, so, you know, things, this one's not a consistent
Sometimes we are not busy. Do not sync.
Yeah. And we mentioned that in the beginning, but right now they do. And recap. What happened last
going
time?
As long as we want, baby.
Actually, J Dune, would you like to give the recap for last episode?
Wow.
Yeah, I think what we
This is booked up because I always bully Darnell into doing it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, now we have a
pretty
new
sure
guy who's excited.
Yeah, I'll pay my dues. I think what happened was Iago and Hayden went to a bar where they met my character, Billy, and they had a little altercation between some stand users that were part of a group that was shaking the bar down for money or rent or something. And we took care of them, and we got information about something about a temple or a religious group that was funding these guys.
Yes, they were led by the Supreme Father, I remember, but I don't remember what their group name was.
Yeah, I can't remember that stuff, but and before we were able to interrogate them further, one of the henchmen who had a rotary phone attached to his chest, the phone started ringing, and we answered it, and they all turned into money. Whoever was on the other line used their stand to turn the henchmen into gold bars and dollars.
Yeah.
I ran off with the money. Billy took the money.
It was called Suffering from Success, I think.
Suffering from Success, yes.
Wait,
yes.
Real quick, Tam, what was the name of their group again?
The House of Superliminalism.
House of Superliminalism. And what was the bartender's name in his stand?
It was Jonas Jackrabbit, and his stand was Coldplay. It allowed him to sort of analyze chemical mixtures and mix them up real nice to make, like, super potions.
Yes. And then I think the plan we agreed on was Billy ran with the money, and then we were going to go ask, Hayden and Iago were going to go to Bradley warily and ask about this House of Superliminalism and the Supreme Father. And then Billy O was hopefully going to get to, like, a building somewhere where he could see us from the window and portal us out if things got nasty. That was like the base plan I came up with. I don't care if we do something else.
Yeah, I remember something like that. I do think it would be a good idea if you guys stopped by Billy's place just to reconfirm the plan with him first. But
sure. You
may have forgotten who you are.
Should we say for simplicity's sake that we exchanged contact information before you bounced?
Well, he mentioned that he lives above the Chinese place where some character works that you mentioned, a Morgan.
Oh, yes.
Captain Morgan. Captain Morrow.
Captain Morrow it was. Yeah. The comments were very unhappy that we forgot his name.
I only forgot it for a little bit. Captain Morrow's a classic.
That was too long.
All right, yeah, so I guess Captain Morrow.
It's not Morgan?
No. I thought it was Morgan, too. It's Morrow. His whole gimmick is, like, he works every job ever somehow at the same time.
And he's the most menacing man in the world.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a stand. We confirmed that. He's purely a civvy.
Okay.
Right. So I guess opens on me and Iago schmooving our way to the Chinese restaurant.
Yes, the Hut, as it's called. No relation to the Pizza Hut.
Brilliant.
So the doors open. It's a busy day in there. You can see Captain Morrow moving from table to table, serving customers. There don't seem to be any other employees on at the moment, and as he's doing customer service, he's absolutely grim-faced.
What kind of food seems to be in this Chinese restaurant?
Well, it is called a Chinese restaurant, but it does seem like Captain Morrow does not pertain especially well to the theme. You can see pretty much everything. There's burgers, there's actual Chinese food, there's salad, there's pasta. It seems like he's just sort of cooking everything with varying levels of quality.
Oh, so this
It
is like a
seems his best
super
at pasta.
China buffet where you like walk in and they just have everything for no reason.
Yes.
I think Gallego, as like, you know, something of an actual Chinese person, hence name Wei, is gonna go, huh, didn't realize he ran a fake a fake establishment.
Oh, do we not all wear masks in this world, my friend?
Not since 2020, am I right? But bum.
We don't talk
What are you talking about,
here.
Aiden? Our world is perfectly healthy.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Good to see you, Captain Morrow.
Yes, it is good to see, isn't it? How enviable. What can I do for you today?
Are you blind?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How many fingers am I holding up?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm blind.
All right.
He should use
And he's gonna, like-
echolocation like a bat.
he's like, checks out.
He's gonna like echo. He's gonna like elbow Hayden lightly and say like, try to whisper. Like, look, you gotta call people's bluff sometimes.
Okay. Well,
I'm not deaf. I can hear you.
I actually have a
You're deaf
realization.
now.
If he's blind, he may actually be a stand user after all, and the reason he didn't see my stand is because he's blind. Unless, I have to ask Tan, you know how like in JoJo, sometimes when a stand sound, it makes a sound or there's like a musical cue? Is that canon to this world too?
That would not be diegetic, though. That would be out of the universe.
Okay, so maybe he is a after finding this, I kind of pull Aego away a little bit, hopefully out of earshot. I'm like, actually, if he's blind, he might be a stand user after all. That would explain why you couldn't see my stand before.
I think Igo's starting to catch on, and instead of actually saying anything, he's gonna like pull out a few of his flaming lip buds and like have them form like via numbers, like the words "okay" in the air in front of Hayden.
That sound. I must call like boss of the exterminators. Perhaps he'll give me an employee discount.
Employee discount? Is he the boss and the employee?
Yes.
You know, Captain Morrow, I heard you got some rat living upstairs.
Rat? No. But a human, yes. You must never confuse the two, my friend, or else you will find yourself adrift in the sea of mankind, or indeed, the sea of vermin.
You should put that.
Right.
But yes, I do. You can see he's writing as he's talking to you.
I thought you were blind.
Yes, I know how to write.
Impossible. This guy, he's making no mistakes.
He's
You
beyond
know
even
what
my level.
color your writing is in.
I assume black. It's a pen.
Is that
Black as the soul of mankind.
I'm gonna crack open one
It's
of the
red.
fortune cookies at the buffet and see what's written inside.
It says the following.
Oh, he's typing. Let's see. Call Ted for cheap plum. 2022. I look at the phone number like, wow, these must be my lucky numbers for today.
Indeed, he charges quite the cheap service.
I'll
How do you
stash
know
that
what the
away.
cookie said?
Every one of my cookies is made independently. They each make a unique noise when broken open, allowing me to identify them at a distance of 30 feet.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's nothing.
We're gonna go visit your tenant upstairs now, if that's cool.
Indeed. Please, a word of warning before you go.
Yeah?
Do not be too loud. We do not want to make a noise complaint.
Okay. I just kind of awkwardly shuffle upstairs.
Thank you.
Aiko just doesn't say anything, slips his hands into his pockets and starts scrolling up.
Right, okay. And After heading up, there's a little sort of bit side stairs here, like a dusty sort of. It almost seems like a fire escape, but not really. You make it up to the what must be the outside of Billy O's door here. Billy O, why don't you describe what your apartment looks like from the outside? Is it what is the quality of the door? We know the quality of the Jackrabbits, the Velvet Hers door, but how's this door?
The quality of this door is definitely low. It's like a straight up wooden one. It's
1 star.
Yeah, one star door. It's less like a door and more like a rectangle of like wood that's been put on 2 hinges. There's instead of a doorknob, there's a little hole where you could put your hands and open it manually. There's no doorknob.
I sort of like curl my fingers into the door hole and try and pry it open. Maybe get a splinter as I do so.
Imagine like a Dark Souls like door opening animation.
Hey, hello. Oh, hey, it's you guys. And as you can see, the apartment of Billy's residence is there's clothes everywhere. There's a bunch of Chinese food cartons just piled up in a corner. He does not seem to have any electronic devices outside of a TV that, like an old analog television, but the inside of it is hollowed out, and it's currently being used for storage of some sort. There's just all sorts of shit all over his room.
Wow, this place is even more bare bones than my old apartment.
You know, I just...
Yeah, it does kind of stink.
Look, I haven't had the time to clean recently. I've spent a lot of time in here, genuinely. Most of my time out there, working, trying to find new things to do. I don't like staying home that often.
What do you do for work?
I told you, I go around, I'm an entrepreneur. I make work for myself, essentially.
Okay, but can you give me an example?
Well, the other day I went to a car wash and I started washing cars for people. And then when they got out of the car, I took the money that was inside the car, the spare change and stuff. I made about a good $15 on average.
Per car?
Yeah, per car.
This sounds a lot like stealing and being an employee more than being an entrepreneur.
I wasn't an employee. I just kind of showed up at the car wash. It was one of those automatic ones, so I turned...
We showed up at an automatic car wash to wash cars by hand.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Actually,
I figured since he...
Is that not
No
the
one said anything.
purpose of it being automatic?
Well, if it wasn't automatic, there wouldn't be any staff there to stop me.
Damn, that's kind of
True.
based.
What does that mean? Based on what?
Don't worry about it. I kind of like shuffle around, taking in his dirty apartment. Maybe I like awkwardly pick up a piece of garbage and throw it in the trash.
I imagine there's sort of a pile
don't
of.
touch that.
I imagine there's putting sort of a pile of money in one corner.
That's the money's inside the safe, which
Ah.
does not have a door. It's just a safe.
So it's a box.
Yeah, it's a box essentially, like the hollowed out TV.
Brilliant.
But it's metal.
So, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'd like drop the trash before I throw it away. So,
Yeah, look, everything in here has its place. Don't touch it.
okay.
I think Aigo's just like casually like kicking something out of his way with his shoe.
Kicks a gold bar.
What do you want? The money?
No, I don't care about the money. Well, I mean, I do insofar as that money is people that hopefully can be rescued, but I don't want any of it. What we
Well,
were
I
here
spent about $10 of it. I'm just letting you know.
Someone comes back without a pinky finger.
You spent $10 of a person turned into money.
Chapstick. It's cold out.
You spent $10 on chapstick? How?
I bought like a 5-pack of them. Here, do you want one? I still have them.
I mean, shit, it is getting winter time, sure.
And I also figured the worst comes to worst and we could turn people back. Well, all I have to do is go down to the drugstore where I spent the money at and ask for it back. I have the receipt.
Well, the problem is, what
It's
if they spend
somewhere.
that money?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, businesses, they don't just keep the money in the register forever. They spend it, or they send it off somewhere, or they lock it away.
Really?
Yeah.
Billy, did you
Well,
ever
yeah.
attend something known in this country? And like, I know it might be a foreign concept. Did you ever go to something called a high school?
Well, no. I went to 5th grade. Just that
And
one.
then what?
Well, I didn't go to any other ones.
How
My grandpa died.
Oh.
how'd you get into fifth if you didn't go to fourth first?
Well, my grandpa got me into school, and then he died, and then he gave me all of his money, and then I got this place.
I'm I'm sorry to hear about that, Billy. And
Oh, it's
realizing
fine.
that,
It was like 15 years ago.
I ask the question. I say, "Hey, where do you think teachers live?"
I
In
don't
regular
know.
houses?
No, I'm asking Billy.
Well,
Oh,
I, the classroom, right? That's what the little closets are for.
Just kind of nod my head knowingly. I'm go, "Yep." This the fact that he says he only went to grade 5 and nothing else checks out. Um. Well, we were actually hoping, you know, since you're kind of a part of our team now, could you help us out with something?
Sure. I'm not doing anything else today. I'll just have to clear my schedule. And then Billy opens up his flip phone and he pretends that he's uh, doing something on it. All right, all clear.
All right, Aego, do you want to let him know the plan?
it's almost as if there was some foreign entity controlling Aego's mind, one which remembered
Okay.
the outline of the shadowy organization clue, and Mr. Man Brown, but forgot some of the details momentarily.
Right. Okay, well, no worries. My shadowy entity that controls me happens to remember. So basically, we figured out, as you know, that there's something called the House of Superliminalism, and there's like a temple in the southern part of town, and that it's run by the Supreme Father, who seems to know something about this game. Well, we know that my brother also knows something about this game, so I was hoping me and Aego can go and ask him, and hopefully nothing will happen, but just in case it does, I'd like you to be posted at a building nearby out the window where you could portal us out. Or if it would be easier for you, I'm happy to let you come with us as well if you think you can portal us out from like inside the building.
Well, honestly, I don't know. I have to think because if you're by a window, I could definitely portal you out. But if I'm with you, then it'd probably be easier. What do
Then
you
you should
think?
come with us. Perfect. My brother doesn't know
Okay.
you yet either. You will have to I kind of look at his assless chaps and like vest and shit. We're going to need to get you a suit though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? I'm not wearing a suit.
You have to. There's no way you're getting in dressed like that.
Well, you don't know that. Look. I
That-
get around in this all the time. I haven't changed these clothes in 6 months. Okay.
Like that's
I'm
not
not-
good. You
They
should
smell.
clean those.
Well, I clean them. I scrub them down like every couple weeks.
Oh my god, I'm going to vomit. I vomit out the window.
What
Out
window?
the window.
Oh god, I vomit in the corner of the room.
And Billy makes a portal.
Oh,
He just seals away the vomit.
Wait,
No,
you must save
wait,
so
but-
much money on toilets.
Oh yeah, I kind of just use the.
Doesn't he just take the shit and back into himself though?
Recycling.
He can do that.
Oh, that's so nasty. I'm actually gonna vomit. No, I promise you, I know this company. There is absolutely no way they're gonna let you in. It's just for a little bit, just for a couple hours at most. Just please, let me get you a suit and a shower.
I think Aego was gonna contribute by trying to bait him in by offering like an option he's even less likely to accept. You could wear a skirt if you wanted.
Oh, that's true. I think you could pull it off with those legs.
Think? You know, a skirt sounds a little bit more free spirited.
Okay.
Kind of like my pants.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
get
let you guys dress me up under one condition.
Okay.
You pay for it.
Yeah, of course. Aigo would be happy to pay for it, I say without missing a beat.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
Sounds good then.
Well, maybe you're not happy to pay for it, but you're the only one who's able to pay for it.
Well, actually, I'm
All right.
able to pay for it too. I just don't want to.
No, we're not using the people money, Billy.
Well,
Not
no,
anymore.
I have lots. I have Hayden. I have lots of money. Okay, like I said, my grandpa he gave me his inheritance. It's a lot of money. That's how I live like this. I've never wanted for anything in about like 2 days.
Define lot of money.
It's like a lot. Like I don't know. Like, do you want me to draw it or
Give me a number.
like you 1,000,000,000?
Oh, wow. Why do you live here?
Well, where else would I live?
Here. Why don't you come with us before we go to the building? Aigo, let's show him where you live.
You know, on one condition.
Yeah?
I'm not going to his house.
Oh? Why not?
I don't go to his house. Let's just get me my skirt. I'm not going to Aego's house. It makes me uncomfortable. I know that you do whatever it is you do when you wear that suit and use that stand. It just makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to go in your home.
Wow.
Go by your wife and kids. And
Some Dexter shit going on there.
That's kind of rude, man. I mean, Aigo's opened his heart to you and his wallet.
You know, I think Mr. Moneybags here can pay for his own skirt.
you know what? Fine. I don't want your money, Aego.
The feeling's mutual.
Will they let Billy into the gap? Find out next time. Sir, you can't.
We have friction in the group already.
Glad to
I
hear
love
it.
money problems between two people who have nigh infinite money.
This is like the Avengers. They have to learn to work as a team.
Hey, one of them, you know, has an actual job for his money.
That's true.
Yeah, Hayden plays video games.
Yeah, Hayden scams old people for bare bones money.
Wait, what? I didn't know this.
Yes, you did. That was like the character trait I originally. He's in the poor bracket, and the little money he made to like pay for his apartment while being a NEET was like sending phishing emails to old people and stuff. That's why he has like basic bitch hacker skills.
I like to imagine Hayden tried like boosting people to like a certain rank in League when he wasn't good enough to do it, so like he lost money doing that.
Yeah, he lived very much paycheck to paycheck, quote unquote. So yeah, do we want to like do a whole sequence where we go to the score? Or do we want to like skip ahead or something? How you guys feeling?
That is entirely up to you, but I think it would be amusing if we went to the store. I think fun things could happen there.
You down for it, Dune?
Oh, let's go to the store.
All right. Wacky musical sound effect training.
And we're back at the mall. So it's a familiar mall. This is where you had your fight in episode 2, I believe.
Yes.
They're still repairing the hole in the roof that you made at that time.
How long ago was that in universe time?
Like a week and a half.
Okay.
And
There's a what?
people are now. There's a hole in the roof. There's lots of pranks that took place here.
Like how big?
It's like one of those skylight things. It like got
Oh
smashed.
God.
It sort of fell through, I believe.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. There was a rat and like a really buff guy named Bruce. It was a whole thing. You don't want to know. Is the fountain still torn up and shit too?
It is though. Yeah, it was like an antique, really expensive. So they're having trouble replacing it.
Oh.
Apparently they're on the lookout for whoever did it, trying to get them to pay damages.
I sort of pull my hoodie strings a little bit tighter as we walk the store.
So yeah, but apart from that,
was that the time? Like, was that after when Aigo and Hayden were like on the run and like Aigo had like a bandana on of like his ripped shirt or whatever?
No, this was before.
That was
that was during
right,
Schoolhouse Rock or High School USA or something.
Yeah.
That was that arc, which was after them all.
Well, good thing Hayden did his part and disabled all the cameras, right?
Yeah. I believe so, anyway. I mean, I could always have missed one, but probably not.
But yeah, it's a busy day again now. There's some sales on. There's a book signing at the bookstore. There's the BAP, which is the local version of the Gap. The food court is buzzing. It's the life of the party, of the town, and it's another day. It's strange, but like after everything, you feel like you've got a 5-minute sense of normality again.
I never realized how much trouble you guys got up to. I spend most of my day just going around, and I never ran into any of this stuff. You guys really tore up this whole mall.
Listen, this Havoc Moon game, how long have you been a part of it?
About 5 weeks, I think.
And you haven't had any crazy battles like this yet?
Well, not really. I mostly just show up and I do my thing, and then I do the other thing. And if there's collateral damage, it's whatever. I mean, I'm kind of on my own here, so I don't know if you guys have been getting higher chances of causing mass destruction just because you're a team, but I've been on my own, so things have been relatively easy.
What sort of missions did the host give you?
Well, sometimes I'd get a message from my carrier pigeon saying I need to go somewhere and buy some groceries, and then I need to leave them somewhere, and then I leave. And then the groceries would be gone after like 15 minutes.
You serious? Those were your missions?
Well, not all of them. I had to fight a couple people sometimes for groceries.
Okay. Well, who have you fought so far?
There was this one guy, and he had his arm was like a snake, and it came out, and he would eat the lettuce, and I forget what it was called. I think it was actually it might not have been a stand. I think it was like an actual snake.
Wait, what? Like Xavier Renegade Angel?
Yeah. Like Xavier Renegade Angel. Yeah.
That's insane. Who did you fight that had a stand, though, if anyone?
There was one stand that I could remember. Weezer, I think its name was.
No!
Yeah.
Tan, is this true?
Let's continue. Let's see where this goes.
It was a big poison gas cloud. And yeah, I had to use my hole to trap myself underneath the pavement. And I kind of lost the groceries, but I completed the mission successfully. I trapped them inside underneath a traffic cone, and then I put them inside a construction zone. It was a whole big thing. It was really no big deal. I felt like a little bit of an errand boy for the Havoc Moon game up until last mission.
The creepy thing is it's not even far from what Weezer did. That's insane.
Wait, what was Weezer again, Darnell?
Weezer was so in our last campaign, the one that was in the 1700s.
Oh right, yeah.
My character had a stand called Weezer, and he could bind it to any body of gas and move it at will, kind of like that guy from One Piece.
Smoker.
Yeah. So he could bind it. So usually what he would do is he'd blow smoke from a tobacco pipe and use that, but he could do any gas. And then his secondary ability was he could explode at once before he was tuckered out and couldn't use his stand anymore. It's a last resort. So that's why I kind of gassed, because I was like, oh my god, is Weezer back? I didn't know if you talked to Tan about that.
No, I didn't. I just came up with that on the spot.
That's brilliant.
It's canon now.
Think about it, though, Tan. It's over 300
canon.
years later. There's bound to be reused stand names. It makes sense.
Exactly.
What's weird is that someone in the 1700s had a stand named Weezer 300 years before it existed.
Yeah, all the 1700 stands are named after classical music.
Yeah. Oh my god, I summoned my stand Mozart.
But anyways, yeah, I disposed of that Weezer guy. That's the only stand I could think of that I fought. Everyone else was kind of just a freak. If they had stands, I couldn't tell you. But you guys haven't had any grocery runs yet?
Sorry to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We've been fleeing hordes of zombies by flying to the top of skyscrapers.
And wrestling half naked.
I guess you're just built different.
Sorry to like keep being OOC, but actually now that you brought it up, Dune, that's totally something we should have done last campaign. Is like had stand names be named after like more classical music, like Claire de Lune and shit. That would have been so dope.
Yeah. I always wondered how it worked in universe with music.
Very, very missed opportunity on our end. That was cool.
I'm sorry.
I mean, to be fair, part 1 takes place in like the 1800s, and they had stands named after Led Zeppelin. Well, they didn't have stands. Never mind. There was just people named after bands.
All those stand users, Jonathan had to fight.
There were just people named after bands. My bad.
You could chalk that one up to coincidence.
Like Speedwagon, yeah. That's
Listen, stands are named after
Speedwagon.
Speedwagons didn't exist.
Speedwagon is named after a musical influence. Speedwagon is a stand.
Brilliant.
My stand, canon indeed, has no weaknesses.
Someone, I think Araki mentioned in an interview, he almost regretted using up like all his favorite bands in part 1, and he wished he had used them for like stands.
I think it's mainly just Zeppelin that he said that about, but then he just made a family name so he could reuse it.
No worries, but yes, we are at the bottle then. So what is our course of action in this temple of consumerism?
That's up to Dune here. I'm just going to follow Billy around and see what he does. Because I'm very shy. I don't want to talk to anyone in this mall. I go quiet.
Look, it's not up to me, but I have to get clothes, right? If we're going to this place.
You do.
Fine.
It's the only way you're getting into that building.
And you said the skirt could work.
Yeah. It's a very... For all the things I hate about my brother, it's a very progressive company. They won't turn you away if you're dressed like that. In fact, you might be more welcomed, honestly.
Aigo was bullshitting him.
Let's do it. Where do I buy clothes?
I look around at all the racks of clothes, and I don't know how to respond.
So you are standing outside. I call this the Temple of Consumerism. This is the Temple of Garments. BAP. Unrelated to GAP.
BAP,
yes.
Well, let's go in here.
You can see it. This is like, you can tell this is high-level clothing you're about to encounter.
Oh.
There's a menacing aura emanating from it. Some serious thread work is taking place here.
This is programming socks.
Oh my god. That's way too high level.
Billy, please.
Aiden, what is this place?
This is BAP, but you don't want to buy those. They'll put you down a different path, Billy. They're too strong for you right now, okay? You can't buy the programming socks.
Ooh. You know what? No one's gonna tell me what to do. I'm buying these.
I fall to my knees. Billy, please! You'll never be the same!
What's this guy's deal?
Wait, could you repeat?
What's this guy's deal? He doesn't want me to buy these socks. Are these a stand?
Only one way to find out.
You can't sense any stand energy coming from them.
I can't believe we're already on the path to Femboy Billy-O.
Alright, well, it looks like I need a skirt. Can I keep the vest, or do I need something else?
The vest will be fine if you wash it and get it dry cleaned, probably.
Well, what about a shirt? Do I need a shirt?
Show off his chest.
Oh yeah, you do need a shirt. You'll have to wear a shirt with your vest.
Oh my god. Alright, fine.
I'll go pick out a polo for him because I can't bear to watch him grab the socks.
You know, I think Aigo will join Aiden in finding a suitable shirt.
Yeah, we'll work
and then
together.
Billy walks off. He's looking around, all sorts of things. I'd imagine. Tan, what's the inside of this BAP look like?
So it's pretty standard clothing store. It's sort of mid upper tier in terms of like class. Like they want to look richer than they really are.
Right. It's like an Old Navy.
Yes, exactly. I don't know actually. I've never been to Old Navy.
This guy's never been to Old Navy. Talk about a British person.
Sorry, I only stick with the New Navy. I'm a bit tired, you see.
Well played.
Okay, so Billy's walking around. He's looking at clothes.
Excuse me, sir. And one of the shop assistants comes. He's got like sunglasses on. He's very cool. He's got an afro and sort of like a suit and tie. Can I help you make a decision?
Yeah, I need to buy clothes so we can go inside a building that requires me to wear clothes.
Say no more. I am 100% with you. I can help you with whatever you need. We have some change rooms around back if you'd like to select some items.
Oh no, it's okay.
But he's talking.
I could just change out here. What outfit goes with these socks?
Well, I can offer a range of items that would go with those particular lesser shoes. But I must insist that if you are trying them on, you do utilize our changing facilities. I'm afraid it is a legal obligation to prevent public indiscretions.
All right. I gotcha. I'll consider it. But I just need some clothes, man. It's making me feel uncomfortable being in this store. I don't know what it is.
I can't imagine what is niggling at your heart, sir. But what sort of clothes? You mentioned you were looking to enter a building. Would this perhaps be for a career interview?
Yeah, you could say that. It's like a building where people wear business suits and things like that.
No problem. I can recommend a range of business attire.
No. I want clothes that go with these socks.
With these socks?
Yeah.
Business attire that goes with those socks.
Mm-hmm. Like a nice skirt, maybe a shirt.
Say no more. I can offer a range of items in those categories. He sort of brings out some random skirts, and one appears to be a kilt. Even his hands are moving like lightning as he grabs these items. It's unbelievable. He's on a completely different level when it comes to clothes. And before he's got like a ball of clothing. There's even some sunglasses, AirPods in there. The recommendations are immense.
You know what? I think we could work something out. Billy picks up a black plaid kilt, and also the socks. And now, what shirt do you think would go well with these two items?
He's sort of looking between the two of them. I have to say, an ordinary human being would say that they clash. However, it's important that we have an open mind, because in 10 years, this will be the height of fashionistic policy. You understand?
I agree. So,
tell you what, we have an item just in from the state of Lee. It's one of the, have you ever used MS Paint?
I don't know what that is. I've used paint though.
Imagine if you took paint and inverted all the colors and sort of randomized them so there was no coordination. We have a shirt just like that in the back room, if you'd follow me.
Oh my god, hideous. Yeah.
But in 10 years, it'll be beautiful. Follow me.
I think I want to be ahead of the curve, Mr. Clerk man. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Alejandro Marx. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. O.
By the way, Tan, does he have a name tag or anything on that would say something?
He doesn't seem to be wearing a name tag.
Okay, alright, so Billy follows him. He's leading him to the back.
Yeah, so he opens it. It seems like to be like a storage room. We get a range of items quite often. It's around the back there. You'll see it by the pseudo neon coloring. The eye damage will be immediate, I'm afraid, when you see it, but it will be worth it when you put it on.
It's back here?
Yes, and as you're going back, you hear a click as he locks the door.
Hey, this kind of looks like a stock room. There's a bunch of boxes and stuff. Yo, Alexander, can you help me back here? I don't know where anything is.
Oh, the name's Alejandro. I'm afraid there's no one who can help you anymore. You see, you're quite stupid, aren't you?
Oh, hey. I don't want to use that word. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Why don't you tell me a little more about this building you're planning to break into? I'm not sure my employer will be eager to know you're planning to spy on him.
Oh no. You're a stand user, aren't you?
He takes off his sunglasses. It's a man you've never met before. Yes, indeed.
Oh my god, it's...
I told you, my name's Alejandro Marx. It's dark in here, so I took off my sunglasses.
Oh.
We don't know each other.
That's what I thought. Well, I guess you're a stand user. And Billy takes out head like a hole.
Indeed. Now, I'm willing to let you go if you can prove to me you're not a threat to my employer.
Oh,
And I have a means of testing that right here.
I'm not a threat, aren't I? Billy immediately opens up a portal on the ceiling above, and using Hayden's vomit that was put into the portal from earlier, it falls down on this guy's head.
Not a thread
Space Oddity.
in a clothing store, more like not a thread.
And as he says, Space Oddity, something shimmers in the air, sort of forming a barrier between himself and the vomit. It just sort of bounces off it. And it's what can normally be described as like a futuristic disco ball, just sort of floating in the air, bobbing up and down.
Yeah, that thing's kind of funky.
Indeed, Space Oddity has the power to tell if someone's lying to me. You see, when it fires a laser at you, your skin will turn green if you're telling a lie, and red if you're telling the truth. I know it's inconvenient, but yeah, like I said, inverted colours aren't really the rage in 10 years' time.
Okay, look. That sounds really sick, actually. I like that stand. Billy's skin starts turning red.
Well, it doesn't work until I've shot you. Would you mind saying that you are not planning to assassinate my employer? My concern is simply that you are planning to do that.
I am not planning to assassinate your employer.
Right, fires a laser at you. Will you allow the lie detector to take effect then, or are you going to try and dodge or block this, or...?
No, I'll take it. I'll take it head on.
It hits you, and immediately you are transported into a different world.
A different world entirely?
He fucking
So, yeah,
lied
it's
to you
like-
about what it did.
So yeah, it's like he said, like all the colours around you are suddenly inverted. It's like you're in a neon, like minimalist version of the room you were just in.
Is
And it just-
the stand user still there?
You're alone now. There's not even it's just like bare walls. Even the clothing racks are gone.
Oh god.
And you could hear the hustle and bustle of the crowd outside previously, and now it's just gone silent.
Oh god.
I can't believe
What
Billy's
happened?
in a Tron episode.
Hey, Alejandro.
You really are stupid, aren't you?
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe
afraid
not. Maybe I'm lying. Can't you tell?
I'm afraid no. That was a complete lie. I told you that so you'd let me shoot you, but I didn't think it would actually work. I'm afraid
So-
you've been taken to the world of electricity. It's a world created by the electric signals in our society. There's no one else there, so you're free to starve to death or let, the other occupant catch you.
I'm sorry. So your stand can't tell whether or not I'm lying?
It cannot. That was a complete fabrication, I'm afraid.
Well, what can it do? Why am I here?
Wait, my stand can teleport you to the world that's created by electricity. And, well, to be more honest, that's the head of my stand. The body is in that world with you, and I'm sure it's caught your scent by now.
My scent? Oh, hey, come on. Again with the showering? I agreed to take one.
Well, I'll leave you to ground control's tender mercies. It seems I'll be dealing with your friends next.
Oh, jeez.
And with that, his
I gotta
voice
find a way
fades
to
away.
warn them. Hey, Hayden! Diego! Oh god, they can't hear me. So what's around me?
It just sort
Just
of, the equivalent of the room you were previously in. It seems like, it's strange, you can like see electricity running through the walls basically, and it seems like
Okay.
whatever's illuminated by that electricity exists in this world, whereas everything else is just sort of black void.
Okay. Is the door still locked?
The door is still locked, but it does seem to be just a normal door still, except with a bit less detail to it.
Is there anywhere I could run to, or am I trapped in this back room?
For the moment, you're trapped in this back room. If the door is not broken or anything.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'm going to use Head Like a Hole to bust out of the door. I'll use a stand rush on the door and see if it does anything.
You feel Head Like a Hole come out of you, but it does not appear next to your present location.
God. Oh,
Shit,
this is bad.
like the dream world. You can't. Oh no.
This is
But
really
you
bad.
definitely felt it like couldn't be released from you.
Okay, so can I navigate it? Is it
So What kind of like head like a hole? Is that one of the ones like where you can see through its eyes, or is it one where you share sensations or can talk from it? How is like the link there?
It's I think it's I can't really see through the eyes of it, but I'm pretty sure I can share like sensations and things like that.
So as you're summoning head like a hole, through its sensations, you can feel like clothing brushing against it, clothing racks like it bumping into stuff.
Oh god. Oh no. Can I try to? I'll try to open the door physically.
Sure. Roll a normal strength check there. Let's see if you can get an 8. It's a fairly simple door.
Okay. So D8 plus.
It would just be a D8 in this case. It is just.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, right. I didn't realize it was. Sorry. I'll say it's a 6 because I didn't realize it was a D8. I was calculating the saving roll based on if you had a stand with you.
Oh, you got 7.
So yeah, I got a 7.
You break through the door out into the mall. It's even airy out here because it's like you can replaced by the noise of the crowd is like the buzzing of electricity, and you can see like the sparks of electricity coming from phones and things and pockets just sort of floating around like will-o'-the-wisps through the air.
I try to touch one of them.
You feel a jolt as you touch it.
Does it hurt me?
It does hurt you.
Oh. Shit. Ow. So I'm in this equivalent of a mall, right? So
yes, it's more like polygonal and simplified.
Right. I run back into the clothing store and I try to locate where Hayden and Iego, because they're still in the store.
Yes. So meanwhile, let's cut back to Iego and Hayden.
I like to imagine that currently Iego was holding a vomit green shirt with kind of washed out pink purple polka dots on it, and he's like showing it Hayden. You know, I think this one really suits that Billy D guy.
It's not a bad choice, but I mean, if he's gonna wear those socks, he might as well go all the way. And I pull out a light blue blouse.
I think it's a bit too fancy for him. How about we find something? I guess we can't go with holes in it actually, because your brother.
Yeah, sorry about that. He's weird with dress code. I mean, unless you can find a religious reason to justify holes in clothes.
Fuga would not be able to grant it access.
That feeling when Fuga will never be invited to corporate America.
I mean, he can cite being European.
Oh, that's true.
I hope I did not offend the Tan with that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Tan should be offended for being European.
I dress like the Vento Oreo characters.
Actually, now that you mention it, Tan, how do you dress? I can't even imagine. I just assume you put on like the first thing you find in your closet.
Exactly.
So I guess while we're debating shirts, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it would be easier if we just asked him. And I start looking around for Billy in the store.
He's nowhere to be seen.
What a pain in the ass. He must have wandered off. Do you mind calling him real quick, Iego?
Fine. And he tries calling the flip phone.
Meanwhile, in the world of electricity, as you're considering your next move, Billy, your phone rings. Your I believe it was like a simplified flip phone you have.
Yeah. It's an old flip phone.
What's your ringtone sound like?
There is no ringtone. It just kind of like vibrates. It's like the softest vibration. It's like the dying screams of a
Dark Souls hollow noises.
Oh,
it makes that noise.
Hey, and Billy picks it up and he puts the phone to his ear. Hey, Hayden, there you go.
Where are you?
Well, I'm kind of like.
You just walked out without buying anything?
No. I had clothes, and then there was a guy, and now you ever play Star Fox?
He's gonna like put his hand over the phone flip and like turn to Hayden. Hey, what's a Star Fox?
Oh, it's some old game from a crappy system. It's like You shoot little ships and stuff. Why do you ask?
No reason. And he's gonna say back to the phone, no.
Okay, I'm in Star Fox, I think. Everything looks like a polygon and everything hurts.
Billy, get out of the arcade.
No, I'm not in an arcade. There was a stand user. There's a stand user in the Old Navy.
Wait, he's a stand user and he puts on speakerphone now?
Look, I just need you guys to find this guy. He has an afro and he had sunglasses. His name was... Oh god, what was his name? Something with an A. I don't know. He should be in there, though.
Alright, we'll start looking around.
Hey, I can't use my stand in here, by the way. Just so you know.
By the way, on the other side of the phone, as you're talking to Billy and Hayden Iger, you start to hear what the unmistakable sound of like heavy footsteps, like shaking the ground.
Oh, it's... I recognize... Igo thinks he recognizes that sound, and he just like... immediately like starts like backpedaling like the opposite direction of the heavy footsteps.
But you hear them over the phone is what I mean.
Oh, from the phone. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought.
and Billy, you're the one who
like,
hear those from the other side of the polygonal mall as this sort of massive stand-like entity walks robotically through the front doors of the mall. It's like a Gundam, like a robot sort of thing, but without the head. You can imagine Space Oddity, the disco ball would be where the head is missing.
Oh god, so I can see this thing from outside the storefront?
Yeah, you can see it in the distance. It's like making its way towards your location, and it's like 10 feet tall, and it looks fucking strong.
Hey, Hayden?
Yeah?
I think there's a robot.
We'll be there as fast as we can! And immediately I start looking for guys with afros, and I just start calling out A names in alphabetical order, like Abe, Adam, Alex, and so on and so forth, trying to figure out.
Ashley, Abaddon, Ajax.
You can see a guy with a bright red afro and some reading glasses on a bench a little way away.
I'll start darting in his direction. Be like, excuse me, fashionable sir.
What's the big idea? I'm trying to enjoy my new book, and you're bothering me. Please explain yourself.
What's your name?
My name? Bitty Andrew.
Oh, you're useless to me. Have you seen anyone else with hair like yours in here?
Why, of course. Didn't you know? He points towards the disco convention sign.
Oh, God. Alright.
No, I'm trying to learn about the history of the tango squeeze, if you please.
Yeah, of course. Take care, Yandrew.
Billy Andrew.
Billy Andrew, sorry. I think we have our work cut out for us.
Hey, not gonna rush you guys or anything, but that robot's getting a little bit closer. Billy is now like hiding underneath a clothing thing.
Well, where were you in the store when this guy found you?
Well, I was by the front, and then we went to the back, and then he locked me in the storeroom, and then he used his disco ball to send me here, in Star Fox.
Okay. So I start heading for, like, the cash register, or, like, wherever the employees are, and trying to find anyone with an afro.
So there's no one with an afro, but you can see there seems to be a woman who seems to be like a manager on the phone, talking in hushed tones.
Excuse me, ma'am, hello?
Yes, sir, what can I do for you?
I need 100 pairs of programming socks, but there aren't enough on the floor. Can you check the back for me?
I'm a little busy at the moment.
This is an emergency.
Shop assistant. I am on the phone with the police, I'm afraid. I will be with you in just a moment.
What, the police? Why?
Oh, we seem to have had someone impersonate a store employee. I've ejected them from the premises, but we just need to contact the police and inform them. If you could just wait just a moment, sir.
Hold on, what did that person look like?
Well, I'm sure you know at the disco convention. We've been talking about it for weeks. He seemed to be one of the attendants there with the big hair, the disco ball head.
An afro.
Exactly.
What? Oh, God.
The Space Odyssey got him.
Hello, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Does my mic sound okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, it just like fell.
Sorry, I just got sent to the world of electricity.
Sorry about that at home. So I'm between the path of red and blue here, Iago. The path of red is to break into the room, and then look for clues, and then ideally we'd see Billy stand. But the path of blue is to go to the disco convention and try and hunt down the man behind all this.
Would you see Billy stand in the back room?
Yeah, we're stand users. He's like in the world. He's just locked back there, the stand.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's how that worked.
Yeah, remember?
Right, because you'll feel in the clothing
Yeah.
bags.
We don't
Yeah,
need to
alright,
break
alright.
in. But we don't need to break in. Hayden, just give me your phone for a second.
Okay, here.
Well, actually, wait. No, my plan still works. And he like starts a video call between like Hayden's phone and like his own phone, but he uses flaming lips, his long range to have a cloud carry the phone like to the back room, and he's gonna see what's going on through the video call.
So looking through the video call, you can see Head Like a Hole just sort of floating in the middle of the back room.
Oh, Hayden, you seeing this?
Yeah. Okay, listen, Billy, it looks like your stand's out, but it's just kind of like trapped in the back room there. Do you think you'd be able to do something with it if we could break it out?
I can't even see my stand. I can't
Can you
feel
control
anything.
it? Make it move an arm.
Yeah, I can. And Head Like a Hole lashes one of its tentacles out.
You see it?
We can do this. I have a plan, but you're gonna need to trust us, alright? I know we haven't known each other long, but you're just gonna need to do what we say.
Yeah,
Look,
listen, do
just wanna
just
get
what
out
I
of this
told you to
video
do.
Alright, and then the first thing I do...
And just so we know, meanwhile, Ground Control, the robot, has entered the electricity clothing store, is like pulling aside tables and stuff to look underneath them for you, Billy. It's like the fucking Resident Evil monster. It's like fucking Mr. X looking for you.
Yeah, Billy's gonna remain under the table. He's terrified. He's using the hide under the bed method.
I am going to, Hayden kind of mutters under his breath, "Slaw thrust!" And, the mummy appears, and it's gonna go behind the desk while he's, like, pretending to wait to talk to the manager, and I'm gonna spend an AP. Hayden, AP, 15 out of 16, and he's gonna rot the door until it, like, is dust.
No problem at all. So it's a little stand barrage, and the wood of the door begins to rot and degrade. And even the metal doorknob like rusts over and drops to the ground like a rotten apple. And before long, the door has melted to such a degree that it's like paper to sort of get through.
All right, whatever you do, Billy, do not panic or lash out, okay?
Literally a giant robot inside the clothing store, and it's gonna come and eat me.
I know, but just trust me. And very carefully, Sloth Rust is going to pick up Head Like a Hole, or Hole in the Head, and he's gonna like carry him out awkwardly, like holding him on both sides with its like weird hands, and just carry him out of the room. And he's gonna be like, "All right, describe where you are in the electricity world."
I'm underneath a table, right by the front of the store.
By the front, got it. And he's gonna start moving Head Like a Hole towards the front area, and he's gonna instruct him to make. Once he does that, he's gonna gently put the thing down, and he's gonna say, "All right, now make as big a hole as you can in front of where you feel like the stand is, just like straight down."
Down? Like on the floor?
Yes,
But I'm on the floor.
I know. Just try it.
Underneath me or right next to me?
I don't know exactly where you are. I'm just hoping if you make it a big enough hole, you'll be able to see it. And if it shows up in electricity world, you can jump through it and then dump yourself in the real world. That's basically my plan.
I'll try. So Billy makes as big of a hole as he can, using his
Yes, from the perspective of Hayden Iago, you see a big hole appear underneath one of the tables to such a degree that one of the legs like falls into the hole partially. So the table doesn't fully fall in, basically it's sort of like half sticking out of it, gathering a bit of attention. In the electricity world, however, it's a little bit different. You feel like the bottom of the table like hit you in the back, Billy, as like it falls partially into the floor. but you're not seeing any portal on your end. You're just seeing it sort of like falling into the floor, like it intersecting with it.
Oh, so it's like crushing me.
Well, it's not like crushing you, but it's an uncomfortable position, and you do hear like servos swivel as the machine ground control turns to face this source of noise.
Right. Okay, Hayden. I don't think it's working. I could try one directly underneath me, but I'm not sure where it'll go, since I'd have to open up 2 portals. Is it coming up on your end?
Let me think for a second. Let me think. Okay, where is this robot?
It's right across from me.
Okay,
He's mad. He doesn't have a head either.
Describe as close as you can to where it's at in the store.
Okay, so I'm underneath the table, and in front of me, there's another table, and then in front of that table is another table, and that's where the robot
As
is.
you're saying this, Billy, you do see robotic fingers curl around the bottom of the table and rip it off the fucking floor, and it hits the ceiling as you're exposed.
Is it where you are right now? Was the portal where you were before?
All you hear is screaming all over, like the phone just screaming. Billy gets up and he's trying to run away.
My plan was going to be to like dump something on the robot if it went in the world, but just without thinking, in a panic, Hayden just jumps into the portal with Slothrust and tells Iago, like before he goes, he's like, figure out where this asshole is and get this fixed. And he's going to jump in.
What would that would just lead to a pocket dimension. There's no other portal.
Right,
Right,
so I'll just fall into the electricity world like the table did, right?
No, it didn't fall into the electricity world.
It wasn't mirrored.
Oh, I
It was
got
just
confused. I thought you were saying the table appeared. You're just saying the table he was in got sunk in the floor.
Yeah,
So
because there's
in the same way that the real table did, but only there was no portal.
Okay, ignore that dumb plan then. Sorry.
No, it's good. The portals would be confusing. So the way I'm understanding that they work is Head Like a Hole in the real world can still make his portals in the real world, but they still work the exact same. These portals are not having any effect on the mirror world right now.
Yes, if for example, Head Like a Head was in the electricity world, it would make portals within the electricity world. So whichever world it's in, it would.
But the things in the objects in the real world that fall into the portals, like the leg of the table, that is mirrored inside the
movements of props is mirrored. Yes.
I can think of one other idea, but it's kind of insane and would probably do a lot of damage to Iago.
Hayden, I do not care. There is literally a giant robot in here, and I'm running as fast as I can, and I'm not that fast. And Billy is trying to scale a clothing rack right now.
As he is saying this, Hayden, you do hear like a distorted mechanical scream in the background.
Okay, quick! I need something, anything that makes electricity. Does anyone have a taser on them? I just awkwardly shout in the store.
The security guard looks at you and raises an eyebrow. He's got a big handlebar mustache and a pair of like orange sunglasses.
I need you to tase me, bro.
Ignore my foolish young friend.
Trying to cause trouble there?
Yeah, I'm causing trouble. I'm unhinged. You better tase me. I'm gonna commit a crime.
Causing a ruckus in the wrong store, friend. And he takes out his taser and points at you like this is. He's been waiting his entire life for this.
Do it! Shoot me, bitch!
Hey, lucky for you, I only got a taser. And he presses the button on it. And the strings lash out at you to taserify you.
And as my body's filled with electricity, do I in any way appear in the electricity world?
From your perspective, Billy, you do see like a flare of electricity. One of those you see like a silhouette made of electricity appear in the middle of the room.
As soon as I'm shocked, I desperately, as much as my body's able to while being tased, I just start swinging my arms like a windmill, hoping I hit something for it. In a desperate panic.
So, as ground control is approaching Cubilio, the flailing of the silhouette does strike it in the chest and send it skidding back along the floor, basically. So, getting you some more distance there.
Body hits the robot, and he sends it back.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Hayden. Good news. Are you there? And
I'm like foaming at the mouth.
I think Iago's probably on the phone. Yeah, he's a little shocked right now.
All right, well, good news. I can see you. So keep getting tased.
Hayden's gonna try to keep this up for as long as he's conscious and then just hope Iago can direct him. This probably will not last for long, but I'm just trying to buy Billy time to like escape somewhere else in the mall.
What the hell? This guy, even though I'm tasing him, he's not going down. Take this, he takes a second taser.
I just keep swinging.
Dual wield!
Just don't tell me where to go.
Billy runs over to the silhouette of Hayden, and he tries to touch it. Hayden, can you feel this?
Do I feel it?
You feel like a weird... It's like a weird dulling of the electricity in one point. You don't feel like a physical sensation on your skin or anything.
I try to grab in the direction I feel
Like, what you're
something.
interacting with here is the electricity.
I try to, like, grab whatever I'm feeling in the direction, and then I try and move my arms like I'm throwing something out towards the front door of the mall.
As the silhouette grabs you, Billy, do you feel electricity, like, tase you as well?
Yes, I think I do. Ah, God.
And then you are sent flying back towards the front doors of the clothing store, and you shatter through this polygonal entranceways.
And I imagine, like, after that, being tased twice, Hayden just straight up goes unconscious. I'm banking on Iago and Billy to figure out the rest of this.
Oh, son of a...
So Billy gets up and he dusts off some of the polygonal shards that are on his body, and he picks up his phone. He's outside of the storefront now. Iago.
Whoa! Did it work?
No, not really. He's still coming after me. But I'm gonna try to run around and maybe take him away from the store. I have an idea.
I'll spit it out.
Well, I don't really have an idea, but I'm hoping that you do. What's your idea?
All right. So we get shocked. We can go into your world for a few seconds, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I have an idea. Okay, just hang on tight. Keep running. I think this is gonna work.
All right.
And
if you find the original stand user, you can get here too. At least I think.
You know, Aigo's idea was he was going to whatchamacallit, try and get something to like electrocute head with a hole so that Billy's stand would be able to be utilized within the place, like in a way he could see. That's that Billy could see.
Also, another question. So actions in the mirror world are not equivalent. Like the robot turning over tables and stuff, that has no effect on the real world, right?
It does not now.
Okay.
So just recapping the rules of the electricity world to understand. So, actions in real world are mirrored in electricity world, but not vice versa. The electricity world consists of the radius around electricity, so in areas where there's no electricity at all, there's just a pit to nothing.
In theory, if he like portaled a table in the real world and then portaled it on the roof above the robot, it would fall on the robot in the mirror world still.
It could.
But that's like probably not going to happen because like you can't see where his stand is.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
What just something to know is, for example, if there's nothing electricity-wise in an area, no phones, no underground wiring, nothing, that's just a pit to nothing.
Right.
So I can't run throughout the mall.
Well, you can run anywhere where there's electricity.
Right.
If there's
basically everywhere in the mall.
If there's anywhere without electricity, you're falling forever.
Whatever you do, don't go into the Amish store.
So the floors they're still solid ground though, because I'm assuming
they are. Yeah.
Where would be the electrical equivalent on the ground?
There's
Probably like
lights
cables that run underground.
There's some lights on the ground as well, and in areas where there's not much electricity, the phones of people, mall goers, are providing that.
So, like, even if there's not directly electricity in an area, if like that electricity illuminates an equivalent area, that area.
Yes, it's like the electricity produces a light that creates the world around it.
Okay,
I see. Yeah, so Billy's gonna run around outside the storefront.
In that case, maybe Iago should grab a flashlight so he can provide areas if needed for Billy. Actually, that's actually really smart. If he grabs a flashlight and you can find an area that's void, Iago can use the flashlight and get you to the next area of electricity, then disappear it, and then there's a void between you and the robot.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. But wouldn't the second you turn the flashlight off, wouldn't...
Yeah, we'd have to get
fall?
you to the next area with electricity outside the void. That's the problem.
Right, okay.
Either way, though, it's up to you two how you're going to solve this, because I am, like, unconscious and probably being put in mall jail.
I imagine there's gonna be some good humor later. But I'm still having a bit of trouble just visualizing to see world.
I guess my question is, what are you planning to do, Stigma? Are you more focused on getting Billy out, or are you more focused on finding the stand user and stopping this?
I was going to go initially with like the jerk-ass route of, instead of shocking himself, he was going to shock Billy's stand, so he could just fight the robot with it.
That's a possibility
I think
too.
that's a good idea.
The fact of the matter is, like, Hayden's decently strong, but not super buff. So the fact that my electricity punch sent ground control flying makes me think that if Billy has a way to like electrify his stand and use it, it'll probably be a really strong match for ground control. Because it seems to be weak to those sparks for some reason.
So okay, yeah.
So,
I think
Tanhony.
either.
Okay, so Tanhony. So I'm not a science guy. So would you accept some loose logic of something like?
Absolutely, it's a JoJo campaign.
All right. So he's gonna just buy like a whole bunch of batteries real quick. Like he uses swarm of bugs. Do the rapidly heating, rubbing them together, sparking them along Billy's stand.
I would allow it. Well, I would allow that, but I don't know how strong the resultant electricity would be.
I'm surprised you didn't just buy like an outdoor generator at a camping store in the mall.
Expensive.
That works too. We gotta go with the big shock to Billy's system.
You could also
I like
the idea of throwing batteries at my
You could
stand
go
with
old
bullets
science
stops.
fair and have like two
It makes you
potatoes
think
with
of like
wires.
in Stardust
Wait.
Crusaders where they're like fighting the water guy and Avatar's like throwing his bracelets to like make things upset.
Yeah,
And
let's go with that.
As they are discussing this, Billy, you do see ground control like ducking to move through the doorway of the clothing store.
Hey, Iego, whatever you're gonna do, you should really decide on it quick.
Oh, I'm doing it. And he's just like throwing. He's like running down the aisles, getting like the biggest batteries he can find. Like maybe it's the camping stuff, maybe it's just a lot of small batteries, whatever's closest that you can like immediately find. And then
Why
he
are
just
the
like
batteries in a clothing store?
It's
I
a mall.
didn't
It's a
think
mall.
about that.
There'll be batteries elsewhere. We'll go to Radio
Okay,
Shack.
alright.
Does that still exist in this world? Probably not.
It's called
Video
Radio
Shack.
Shack.
Video Shack does exist.
Based.
It's called Video Shack.
Wait, are you
backup
telling me that
plan
Video Shack killed the Radio Shack?
Exactly.
Based.
I think just for some extra insurance, while I imagine the guards like kneeling down, maybe handcuffing Hayden, which Igo's gonna ignore for now. He's gonna like use his bugs, just maybe take the 2 tasers he had and whatever else he's got that might be electric. He's gonna take everything in his pockets and like any like weapon like sheaths along his body. Just gonna like take it with him to the back.
Iego,
Right, okay.
you better hurry up.
And then he's gonna immediately start. Oh wait, does he get the taser's hand?
You might try and pocket them from the guards as they're cuffing.
Yeah, he's
Hayden?
just trying to take them with like his bugs, which
Oh,
I
that
assume
would be
the
good,
guards cannot see.
They cannot see now.
Well, Billy, I just want you to know, I take no pleasure from this. And then he starts tasing head with the hole. Using his bugs, of course, to ensure that it actually affects the man.
Ah,
Right.
oh god, ow. What are
You
you
do
doing?
feel the sensation of being electrified. You're not actually being electrocuted, your stand is, but you can feel the pain of it, basically.
It stings, yeah.
Yeah. But
Jeez.
behind, they're approaching ground control in the polygon and clothing, so you just see a flare of light as like the silhouette of your stand appears, like golden with electricity.
Head like a hole. That's my stand. Hey, go. Whatever you just did, I think it's gonna win.
This time he's taking out the other taser. He's like tasing him in the nipples.
All right, I'll endure the pain for now. And you can see smoke like coming off of Billy's body, like just like
Oh my gosh.
from being electrocuted.
I can feel his resolve.
Wait a minute, we had a whole bit about programming socks. How did we never realize to use static electricity? I'm so dumb.
Yeah, that would maybe that could have worked. I didn't think it would have been strong enough.
Could it be?
Oh.
So, can I move my stand now?
You can, though, yes, and it's mirrored by the silhouettes of electricity.
Gotcha. Yeah, with no issue or anything.
No issue.
All right, so Billy is enduring this stinging pain of being smoked and electrocuted constantly by Aego. So he uses Head Like a Hole's portal. He makes a portal right underneath ground control, and then he falls in. So he closes it. Does that work?
I hate to say it, but it does not work in this case. The portal function is still outside the world. The physical form is inside the world.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you'll probably just have to like slap him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand rush him then.
And it doesn't even as if you're paying attention to the silhouette as it approaches from behind. It's like single-mindedly programmed to just target organic guys. So this is like a complete surprise attack.
Does it not notice my stand at all, or is that?
It doesn't seem to take any mind of it. It does not have any intelligence.
Okay, so kind of like sheer heart attack. Where
Yeah,
it's
like an antibody for this world of electricity, basically.
I see. Yeah, so I stand rush it from behind.
Right. Roll for your stando rush.
Okay, that would be accuracy and damage.
That's right, though, yes.
Does he get boosts because the guy's like not even paying attention?
Yes, I'll give it a +2 for that. This is a complete like Dark Soul backstab.
Alright, what does he have to roll to hit? Because I don't know what the robot's initiative is.
The initiative is 10 for the robot.
Right, you got this, Billy.
Okay. Fast roll for initiative?
That's a good question. Does he?
It will not be attacking the silhouette no matter what happens here. So
Alright.
there's not much point.
So
it's just gonna like walk towards you and then try and like crush you when it gets you.
You're an assassin type stand, right?
Yes.
So Dex plus Speed plus 1. So that's 2d12 plus 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, so I rolled a 17, and I get +1 because the play. Is there a way to?
Yeah. There's the space you have to lose
Yeah,
there.
you just shouldn't have had a space. So that's a 19 because you had another +2. So then your damage is, I believe, Dex plus Speed minus
That'll be
1.
20 then.
Yeah,
It's
damage
2d12.
is 2d12 minus 1.
And,
So
and then
13.
you get a +2 to that, so that becomes 15.
Okay. All right, so 15 damage.
Right, and so you stand rush the back of ground control. It starts flailing wildly as electricity courses through his body. It goes flying through the air, like being hit an inordinate amount for even the amount of force you put in. Flies over your head and smashes what remains of the replica fountain as it flies to the other end of the mall.
Not the poor fountain.
Is there water in the fountain in the electricity world?
It's water texture basically, but there's no actual liquid.
Oh, okay. There you go. I think it's working. I managed to get him from behind. Keep shocking me.
My pleasure.
Okay, now we will roll initiative because now it's sort of a combat has begun. But it will not try and attack your stand at any point here. It's going to go straight for you every time.
So Dex
Gotcha.
plus Speed is your initiative, Mr. Billy.
I see.
I like to imagine
It's
that.
2d12.
I like to imagine that in
24.
between like
Oh my God, he
taser shots,
crit.
like
I did.
Wait, Tim, what happens when
My
you
God.
crit initiative?
Well, I don't know. I don't think this has ever happened before.
That's so funny. There's no way the robot can feasibly hit you with its dice, I don't think, this turn.
I will give you a +1 bonus to your next roll as congrats for getting crit.
Oh, thank you. Very nice.
So, and you, of course, needless to say, you're going first.
Yeah. Only one here. So there's nothing I can even do aside from stand rush it, right?
You could manipulate the environment if there's any way that could benefit you
That's
as well.
true. That's true. Okay. So he's in the fountain right now. Where is
Yes,
the
he's in the-
nearest? Where is the nearest space of vast nothingness?
Sort of around the phone, it's all sort of like cordoned off for the repairs at the moment, so it's only lit right now by like the wires going through the floor in terms of electricity.
So can I do a check for power to see if I can lift up the robot and throw him into the nothingness?
You could definitely try that.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's very heavy, so it'll be a difficult roll. Let me have a look and see your sheet here.
Yeah,
if I may make a suggestion.
Absolutely.
If it's hard to lift, but you send him flying with every hit with ease, you might be
that's
better
what I
off
thought.
just trying to smack it so like in a way where it hits the ceiling and then ricochets into the void. Yeah, like a basketball.
Okay, so is his weight variable by whether I'm attacking or trying to lift?
So if you're trying to lift, that's sort of a slower process, so it's not going to have as much of an impact. Whereas if you hit, that's an impact.
Like a strike. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I go. I'm gonna send Head Like a Hole underneath the robot inside the texture, the water texture, and try to stand rush him so that he shoots right up and hits the ceiling and hopefully ricochets off the ceiling into the nothingness.
Go for it.
Okay.
And don't forget the +1 there is what we do here.
Yeah. So would that be 2? All right. So if I roll for accuracy, would that be +2 then? Because it's an added +1.
Yes, that's just do it as a +2. That'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So accuracy.
And that's his initiative there. Yes, that strikes. And just roll for damage as well there. Because if it's falling into the void, it's still going to be damaged by this as well. Well, not damaged in this case, but the impact did still strike it.
Okay, so 9. Or minus.
Yeah,
so that should be a -1. So 8.
Yeah, so it flies up into the air, not really damaged, but sent flying, hits the ceiling, and just sort of shatters that into polygons. And as it's like about to like try and fall back down in a superhero landing, its Head Like a Horse is in front of it once again in its electricity silhouette. And how do you want to do this? Do you have any swag you want to put into it?
So yeah, he's falling back down to where the fountain is, and I'm in front of him.
Yes.
So
So,
like a hole's in front of it.
yes. So it's like appeared in front of it in midair as it's falling, basically.
Okay. So Head Like a Hole rushes up and kind of stand rushes from the side, kind of narrows him over and trying to not hit the robot into another storefront where he could hopefully hit the storefront and then go directly into the hole.
Pinball with a sport.
Yeah, pinball essentially.
Right, so
Or I could do that. Let's just go with that first. I'll just stand rush it. Yeah.
Okay, so you stand rush it. In a vain attempt, it tries to stand rush back, but it's too slow for you. And if I smashes it in the chest, it flies back into a cold topic store, and from the ricochet sends it falling into the Dark Souls abyss. It doesn't seem to be dying by it, but you can see it's going smaller and smaller. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop falling anytime soon.
A victory appears. Ooh.
So it's going down inside the...
Perpetually, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Soul of ground control. What
Hey.
Verify a flame.
I think we did it. And Billy's his skin is like half burnt right now. Like,
But you say you need some more? And like,
No.
I think, I think doing this between I go tasing him with tasers, like all the little bugs has been like doing little aura rushes with the batteries at the stand.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, you could stop now. And I think I'm done. And Billy collapses in the electric world.
And as you do so, it doesn't seem like you're actually out of electricity world, but there's no active threat in here to you anymore, which is a victory at least. Meanwhile, Iago, you seem to be the only one still on your feet at this point.
What a reversal of fortunes.
And people are giving you some funny looks as you're visibly agitated on this phone call. But things have calmed down for the moment. Billy O still seems to be stuck in like the Digimon world, but right now there's no
He's
giant
passed
robot.
out now.
Yeah, he's passed out, but
his stand's not active either. Had like a whole retracted after he passed out.
Huh, wonder where that guy is. I bet maybe he's just lying down in front of them all. Aigo's like thinking to himself. I think he's gonna first check to see how Hayden is doing.
Hayden seems to have been taken away by law enforcement. That's how he's doing.
Oh no. I never thought he'd be the one to end up in jail first.
It's okay. My best friend's a lawyer.
Roll for intelligence, by the way.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He's never lost a case. Surely I'll get out of this, right?
As you're turning to look inside the mall, you turn at just the right moment, and a laser beam narrowly avoids like hitting your cheek and just sort of rushes past you. Damn, I thought I could get you too. And there's a menacing man opposite you on the mall front.
You're a fan of disco, eh?
How could you tell? I am, after all, at the disco convention.
Yeah.
I imagine your friends ought to be reduced to compost by ground control by now. Perhaps I'll send you to join him.
You know...
I'm sorry for interrupting this, but does Alejandro feel the sensation of ground control falling into nothingness forever?
He is not aware.
Okay.
Wait, how far apart are the two of them? Like, I can't say
10 meters. There's like a clearing in the crowd, like Alejandro there, yeah. So there's a clearing in this crowd of mall goers. It's like almost a Wild West sort of stances on both sides, I imagine.
Are there any people in between them?
There is not. There's a clear space.
Okay.
Space Oddity is ready to fire at you. You're ready to do whatever you need to, I imagine.
You know, Disco Festival suits a piece of shit like you. The music's dead, and you're about to be too.
Damn, you really got me there.
the most unconvincing one-liner I've ever heard.
Look.
I'm looking.
Actually, no, that's all for now.
Nice.
I got a proposal for you. I've been watching how you tried to deal with my stand. I can't imagine it worked, but you're an impressive guy, Mr.
Way. Aigo Way.
Whatever. I'm sure my employer, Mr. Cooper, would be more than happy to take you on into his service.
Mr.
You never have enough, Mr. Cooper.
Oh.
You can never have enough players for this Havoc Moon game, after all.
Do we know a Cooper?
It's your brother. Your second name's Cooper.
No, my second name's Wright.
No. Why have I called Bradley Cooper? Bradley Wright. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Why the fuck did I think his second name was Cooper?
That's why I was so confused.
Bradley
I thought
Cooper
you
an actual guy that
for
I'm
my
confused
brother,
with?
but then you were like Mr. Cooper. And
Yeah, I got confused for a second as well.
Bradley Cooper is an American actor. Why did I think...
Classic.
Bradley Wright. Mr. Wright's always looking for more players for the Havoc Moon game. I'm sure we can make some room for you.
Wait, does that mean Bradley's in charge of this shit?
Yeah, tell him to make some room for me. And like Aigo's hand, which is like the one where like the pen went through it. Room in hell, and then he just like starts charging towards Alejandro. And he's with like flaming lips like bursting forth in front of him as like a cloud, conceal which direction he's like he's very left and right, trying to like make it like zigzagging as he's like trying to get into melee of this guy. He's using like flaming lips, like making it unclear like like a smoke screen almost, like
Yeah.
where exactly he is.
Nice.
Oh, you're running towards me instead of trying to dodge. You're actually running towards me. How interesting. It ain't gonna help you though. Roll for initiative, my friend Iago.
Initiative. Okay, Dex plus speed.
So Space Oddity is a 12 here. Oh, sorry.
Wait, so his stand is two parts, it's Space Oddity and ground control?
The head is Space Oddity, the body inside the electrical world is ground control.
Okay, so this is like sheer heart attack and killer queen.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Except that Alejandro doesn't actually feel ground control, apparently.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
separated.
it doesn't make his foot sink into the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't make an indent on his hand.
That's like go for an alleyway, like, this is what Alejandro ain't more than
What
anything.
if like Iago defeats him and the guy never felt it, but he turns around, there's like a hole in his afro in the back.
Right, so Space Odyssey sends a flurry of these laser blasts hurtling through the smoke cloud, trying to hit you wherever you may be. It's going to be a -1 because of your action of the smoke screen, because I like that. But let's see. So, Space Odyssey is an assassin here rather than a fighter, so let's see how that goes.
Come
That's
on,
Dex
roll a
plus
one.
speed plus
Roll a
1 to
one.
hit, and then Dex plus speed
Yeah.
-1 for damage.
Are you sure? I thought it was intelligence plus range for assassin.
You said assassin, right? Intelligence
Yeah,
plus
okay.
range is magician.
Are you sure?
I'm assassin.
I can screenshot the thing for you if you'd like.
Absolutely, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Dex plus speed.
Yeah, so it'll be -2. It'll be just
-3.
Dex. It'll just be Dex
Oh,
plus
yeah.
speed because you said -1, but he also gets a +1 for accuracy, and then the damage will be -2, unless damage isn't affected by the smoke screen.
Where's rollers? Dex plus
I guess
speed.
this isn't really a damaging stand. You just need to worry about accuracy.
Yeah. 6. Sorry about that. Sorry, taking a minute.
Iago, don't get hit. I swear to God. No! Turn around!
If you have any funny plans, I will permit them.
Do I have any funny plans? Do I have any funny plans?
I don't know, do you?
I was buying myself time by saying funny plans to think of a funny plan. I was playing the politician. But most of my head is kind of blanking here.
I'm surprised you didn't do the skitter approach where you like put bugs all over your body and then also made like bug clones around you, so it looked like all of them were swarms of bugs and you had to pick out which one.
I do like that plan, and I remember that plan before, but see...
Let me think. Funny plans, what could you use? I have an idea. You're near the fountain, right?
Are we?
Yeah.
If
They're
there's
sort of to
any,
the side of you.
if there's any water in it, maybe because the laser's light, it'll like reflect off the water if you dive in or something. I don't know. That's the best I got.
Wait, I have an idea now. Could I... Okay, so I'm not sure how the laser works, but if his actual plan all along was not to use the bugs as a smokescreen, but present like a huge wall of perhaps...
I was going to say that, yeah. So he's like, I finally got you! Because he's thinking this is an actual smokescreen of smoke.
Yeah,
And he hits
perhaps
with dead...
it's like a huge wall of suddenly formed ice in the air that reflects laser back at him.
I was going to say, what will happen once he hits this is he'll hit deadly accurately, and one fly will be sent into the world of electricity.
A companion for Billy.
And like all the colour goes out of his face, he sees the sun, he's like, hold on a second, we don't need to get violent now! And he's gonna try again to sort of... This time it looks like he's hitting like one of the windows of a shop, trying to like ricochet that off to bypass your smoke screen.
I think at this point, maybe he will. Maybe Aego will. Oh wait. So we are going with the one bug got like transported.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you hit your smoke screen, it's going to hit whatever is in the way, and the single bug will go into World Electricity.
Yeah, I think it's at this point maybe Aego retracts the cloud and does form just like humanoid, like sort of a bug skin suit over him. He's just gonna pummel him in melee range.
Right. Okay. Well, he's gonna try and fire again, and this time, in his panic, he actually just fucking misses and hits like a bit of rubble that's sent into the World Electricity. And as you're closing the distance, he's just sort of waving his arms like, well, hold on now, let's talk about this. I was just joking. You've really got out fine, right? I can call off ground control. I got full control of it. You see, so let's just talk about this.
I love how Aego's like the perfect counter.
Now it is your turn, Aego.
He's gonna dive. He's gonna like, you know what? At this point, he's assaulting him in public anyways. Or we don't worry about that. He's gonna dive in, like, lunge at him and like try and like get his head underwater, and then just start like choking, strangling him.
Jesus.
While also starting to freeze the water around the head, of course.
I always forget how violent Aego is compared to the three of us. I love the brutality.
last session when he barbecued that girl.
The incident.
He like shoved an icicle up someone's ass, and one of the viewers didn't like that. I wanted to assure them there was nothing lewd to it. It was purely brutal violence.
Right, roll for your attack, Aego. You try and grab the guy by the throat. He sort of jumps back out of the way in his flailing panic. And I imagine, like, you're not in your most clear sense of sight here with the bugs all over you. So it's his first clumsy grab before you get your bearings here. And he sort of goes wide.
It's alright, you've got a second action, you got this. Hey.
Once again, his initiative is 12, I'm afraid, so this time you miss by, like,
controls was 10.
The slightest inch. Like, you feel your fingers brush against his cheek as you just miss. And he laughs hysterically. Like, you can't even see what you're fucking doing! Finish him off, Space Oddity!
That was a cruel roll because one of your dice was a 12 and the other was a 1.
I know. And with this, Space Odyssey appears and begins charging up its biggest shot yet. If there's any more big brain plays, this would be the time for them.
I have a funny idea. I'm gonna text it to you, Tan.
Okay.
And you only do it if you think it would be the best. I don't want it to take away from the moment.
I will try to go with the mirror plan I had earlier, where, like, instead of assuming the laser's just gonna like get absorbed by the bugs, he's gonna have the bugs start. He's maybe gonna try like extending an arm along like path of the laser, and then like trying to have the bugs around that part like just create like a solid like mirror of ice to reflect laser like back at the user.
Absolutely. So let's see if it hits, and then you can spend an AP if you would like to make your shield. I'm afraid it does hit, and as the laser's shooting towards you, like it's about to hit you in the face, and the bugs across your face like solidify into ice, and the laser bounces off and hits the user instead, who fizzles out of existence as he is sent to the world of electricity, leaving only his stand, the head of his stand, floating there, sort of helpless, let's say.
If Billy's still in there, I have one last idea to get him out.
Okay.
Is Billy still in the world, or does he come out when the user goes away?
Well, the user is in the world of electricity, and Billy is still in there.
My crazy idea, because objects are still in the reverse world, right?
Yes.
So Billy makes a portal. Then Aego lowers a rope, putting a rope in
Billy's
that world.
unconscious.
Oh, right. Well, never mind then. I was gonna say
I
Billy
can't
could
make
grab the
rules.
rope and then he could drag him back up through the portal while
There
he's
is
holding.
no possibility for my portals to interact with the mirror world.
No, I know, but objects still go through. So we would dip a rope in there. The rope would come out of the ground. You'd hold the rope, then the rope gets pulled back out.
Oh, yeah. Would that work?
The rope being pulled out, if you're holding onto it, you would sort of clip on the floor, basically.
Right. Okay. And also, Billy's still passed out. I'm assuming
Yeah.
he did endure a lot of
But-
electricity back there.
At this point, Iago, what is in the real world view now is just a floating disco ball, which does seem to be the active part of the stand, which can no longer target you as it does not have any eyes to see. And it's just sort of helpless before
I think
you.
for like the first few seconds, I go just like looking around, like vaguely. Huh, did I get him? Did I get him? And he's like punching the air, like in front of him, like he's not sure yet. But maybe after a few moments, he realizes it and like takes some of the bugs off his eyes. At which point, is anybody like?
There's some
Nobody's
funny
trying to
looks.
arrest me, right?
Some people are like taking footage on their phones. It started as sort of a world star thing, but now it's the fact that like some Illuminati shit's clearly going down as that man disappeared.
I think Iago is gonna place. He's gonna once again point at the crowd, say, "Behind." Oh, no, that's this is dumb, but it's gonna work. And he's gonna say, "Thank you. Stay tuned for part 2 of the show next week."
They clap respectfully.
At which point he's gonna just try and grab hold of the disco ball and start like skedaddling to somewhere like with less of a crowd.
You do so. Under your arm, there's no resistance.
Alright. Once he's gonna go to the men's washroom actually.
Okay.
He's gonna put the ball down in like a toilet and start like assaulting it with a fist formed out of his bugs.
It hits the wall with the immense force, and a crack runs across it, and sort of quivers in the air.
He's gonna talk into the phone again. Billy, are you awake yet?
Is Billy awake, or is he still out?
I think he's slowly staggering awake right now.
Yeah.
He's awake. Yeah.
Billy, I got the guy. He's in your electric world now, and the guy stand with me.
In my, huh? I'm sorry, Iago. I just got up. What happened?
Wake up!
I'm up. Everything hurts. Oh God.
Right. You remember the Afro guy?
Yeah, the one that put me in here.
Yeah, he's in there with you now.
Oh. Oh wait, why'd you put him in here? What?
I was brawling with him. He zapped himself.
You son of a bitch!
See.
And as you hear that, Billy-O, a man staggers into view. He's got like bleeding from a head wound. There's like a crack in his forehead that he's holding onto, and his afro is ruined, and he looks feral.
Iago, he doesn't look too good. What'd you do to this guy?
Wait, put me on speaker. Put me on speaker.
Okay, alright. Billy kind of fiddles with the buttons. You're on. Speak.
All right, listen up, pretty boy. One more step, and I'm gonna crack your head open like an egg.
What are your demands?
First, you get my associate without the shirt out of your bizarro world.
That's me, by the way. I'm his associate.
And I'll think about it.
Fine. I need to touch the person to take them out with me. Can I step forward?
Hey, Aega, I'm not letting this guy touch me.
Aigo's gonna, just squeeze a little tighter on the disco ball.
I'm sorry, that was a lie. I can take him out now. I can take him now. And as he says that, the entire world flickers around you, Billy, and like a light bulb flickering. And when it clears up, you both of you are back in the real world.
I'd like to point out that the disco ball was very intentionally held in like the toilet bowl in the water.
Yes.
Damn.
All right, so Billy is now in the clothing store where he.
Oh, well, you're back in like the equivalent area of the mall where you were.
Oh, the equivalent. Okay, so by the fountain. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. Aego, look. I could be me again.
And Alejandro, finally succumbing to the head pressure of having his head put in a toilet, collapses unconscious himself.
All in a day's work.
So Billy goes over to Aego and he slings his arm around his shoulder. He's all happy now. Aego, oh good buddy. I'm sure happy that you decided to save me back there. You know, I gotta treat you to something. It's on me.
Oh.
Maybe I will go to your house. I can't thank you enough. I hated being stuck in that video game. I don't know how you did it.
Well, I just did. Oh, sorry. My head's not working for one-liners today.
It's all good.
Anyways, how about we move back to the store so I can get those socks? Huh?
Wait.
And tell you what, I'll pay this time.
Oh, you're oh. You know what? Maybe you're not so rotten after all, Billy.
Yeah. Of course.
I can't believe the meme came true that they actually learned to be friends from this.
I think Aigo's gonna leave the guy still in the toilet, like with his face up. It's just like the back of his head and his hair is in the toilet.
He'll never have an afro again.
As Billy is hugging and getting close to Aego, he uses head like a hole to slip a portal near Aego's pocket or wherever he keeps his wallet to snatch his wallet from him. I'm just Aego would not notice this.
Yeah, I'm imagining he would just be surprised by Billy's generosity.
Right. Yeah. So Billy, he'll is there any cash in there? He'll just take it out and put the wallet back where it was supposed to be.
I imagine it'd be like maybe a couple hundred in cash. The rest is just in credit.
Yeah. He takes the $100 bills out. So they're walking back to the store now. So Aego, what happened to Hayden?
Funny story. And I think it's at that point Aego realizes, wait, oh shit, you forgot about Hayden during that.
Oh god.
Okay. This mall has a mall cop. Maybe where do they lock people up in this mall if they do?
Why would I know? I never been in a mall before.
I believe you actually were sort of like trying to infiltrate the security office last time you came here. So it's in the same place as previously, which is actually quite mountain. So it's like a security office, like a receptionist and stuff to like discuss security issues.
So all right, Bill. Yeah, I think the shirt can wait a few minutes. Let's make sure Hayden's brother didn't do anything fishy.
That's fine. So, do we have to bail Hayden out or something? I don't know how this works. Like I said, I've never been arrested inside a mall.
Just follow my lead, all right? And Aigo starts walking towards the direction of where we were last time.
I knew a guy who got arrested inside a gas station.
What for?
They locked him up by the fuel tank.
I'm not sure what he did, but they put him in the back room and they had to wait till the cops got there.
Well, let's hope that's all that happened to Hayden. I wouldn't want to see him hurt any more than he has to be.
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Right, the receptionist looks up at you and the two of you approach. How can I help you today?
Yes. Have you seen a stubbly looking person about yay high, wearing a bit of a messy hoodie? He might have been foaming at the mouth.
No, I have not. Will that be all?
Isn't this the security office?
It is.
You don't have any cells for delinquents here, do you?
Yes, we do. Will that be all?
Uh, I believe I may have a client to defend. May I inspect your cells for them?
You may, but we have no one in at the moment. Do you know what they were meant to be in for? I can search them up on the database.
Disturbing the public peace and perhaps theft of a taser.
And where did this incident take place? So I can search
Bap,
the
and he's starting
database.
to like lose his patience.
Okay, sir. So I see now you're wasting my time. The security officer BAP didn't report in today, so I know that it's not true.
Billy lashes out and uses his head like a hole to grab this lady by the front of her shirt. Listen, bitch.
Oh.
Oh my god, you killed her! She was so full of phlegm and coffee.
So head like a hole. Billy makes a portal on the receptionist desk. See that? That's a portal to hell right there. And if you don't want to get sent, you're gonna tell us what we want to know now.
Just like the stories the pastor told. I don't
That's
want to go to
right.
hell.
I'm your worst nightmare, and I'm about to send you to hell. That's right.
Catholics, when they see the portal to hell, no, I don't want to go to hell.
Oh my god. Anticristo. I told you we don't have anyone in today. I'm telling the truth.
That's it. You're going in, and Billy sends her into the portal and immediately closes it.
No.
Right, Billy. I don't think she was bluffing. I think she was just.
It's okay. Now we have +1 receptionist in our storage.
Yeah, we could use her later.
Wait, can she breathe in there?
Yeah, it's fine. I put guys in there all the time. You know, I went in there myself one time. It's kind of like being underwater.
Wasn't there like a whole thing about how you could only keep them in there for a little bit?
Yeah, it starts to hurt
Until the
me
next time he opens the portal.
Yeah, it starts to hurt me for.
So it's no longer power to make portals; it's a power to summon a receptionist.
But
all right.
there you go. Oh god, I think I need to let her out. And Billy.
I think Aigo's just gonna take a step back before that happens.
Yeah, Billy just vomits, and then he opens the portal on the nearby wall, and she comes out.
Oh my god! I could see the unpearly gates. Hell is real.
Yeah,
The unpearly gates.
That's just a taste of what's to come if you decide to fuck around with us anymore. So, is there anything else we need to know, or should we take our leave?
What?
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, this interrogation thing is.
Look, all you need to know, lady, is you didn't see us.
Okay.
Or it's back to hell with you.
No! I don't like hell!
You definitely did not see anybody named Yuzo Kayama today.
No. Why
Don't
would I
mention the
have?
name to anyone, got it?
Okay.
And then I was just gonna gesture Billy to like follow him out. I think we're done here.
Yeah, Billy's like making gestures, he's like flipping the lady off. He's like making a little portal with his hands.
Meanwhile, Hayden, you wake up on a hospital bed. It seems that you were taken for medical assistance after you were hit by dual-wielding tasing.
My whole
So
body
curtains
feels
around
numb. Oh god, how am I not in a coma right now?
Well, it's the best money can buy, friends.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And the curtain swishes open to reveal your brother, Bradley Wright, Heard you wanted to talk to me, little bro.
Please don't
So let's
hurt
get
me.
talking. I got a little something you can help me with. And with that, something no one could ever expect happens. We end the session.
Brilliant. Bradley turns to the camera and says, check please.
Why do you keep saying check, please? I don't get it. Why am I laughing?
I don't know why it's so funny to me. It's like an old stupid joke for like when you're in an awkward moment, but I just started using it all the time. That's why I'm titling the episode, check please.
Oh god, no.
But yeah, that was episode, whatever the fuck the episodes was.
10.
10,
It's
11?
10.
Oh, 10. 10. Why do you know and I don't know?
I don't know. I wish I could channel this power during discovering SCP. Alright,
But
so...
yeah.
Yeah, any ending comments you guys want to say before I close out the recording? That was pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that was a really fun creative stand battle. I like that.
Yeah, ground control and Space Oddity were dope.
I do
Yeah,
wish
we
I
had
took more advantage of like the pinball aspect, and I just kind of like played around with ground control more like sending them into storefront to storefront.
I think it's a real
ridiculous,
shame
like,
that the electric world didn't affect the real world, because I would have loved to see like the mall get destroyed as you bounced ground control around.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
God, this poor mall. We've done so much shit to it.
All we
Beat
did
up the
was-
receptionist.
Every time
Oh,
you
yeah,
go
we
there,
just
they're trying to have a
damaged
book signing, and it has to be cancelled every time because of your shit.
We're gonna have like PTSD about this mall. Like even when Havoc Moon's long over, I'm never gonna come here again. It's too scary.
You know, maybe at the end, Billio and Diego can like pool the funds together, buy the mall, and then demolish it.
I was so happy with the fucking lasers. Like, let the laser hit you, and it'll tell me if you're lying or not.
Yeah, that was so
That was
good.
honestly great. An amazing JoJo moment.
I bought right into it because I
Me
let
too.
it hit me. I also think that oh god, what was I gonna say? It just completely left my mind. If anyone else has something to fill in this moment, I had a really good comment.
I might have to steal
Yeah,
that trick. I might have to tell like an enemy like I can heal your wounds if you let me touch you, and then I just like make them really old. That's good shit.
Yeah, Bill. I'm assuming Billy will purchase clothes with Diego off screen in between sessions.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
see
maybe,
femboy Billy.
I think this time Diego might try to not intentionally give him a terrible outfit. He'll give him something nice.
If we have any art
Something
chads
good.
in the chat and watching this, I would love to see Billy L with the programming socks and skirt, please.
That would be funny. And
You know,
also, Billy did steal some cash out of Diego's wallet, so
Nice.
just keeping that in mind.
And you know that's a problem for some other time. But,
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
You know,
from
I was very
Pam?
confused at first because I did
I
not
was
know what
very happy with
programming
how this
socks were
turned
at
out.
first.
Because I was worried that it was going to end up being like a one-person fight here, but it sort of switched focus a couple of times, like who was the main fighter, which I thought was cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Diego. I totally like my brain splattered. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say I was very confused for like a while because I did not know what programming socks were until I googled it.
Yeah, it's like
They've got the code written on them.
They're just sort of like stockings, but they got a meme because they have to do with like femboys or something, and like lots of femboys program. I don't know, but they're a meme. Do you know the lore behind programming socks, Tanhony?
I don't.
Oh God, the
I
lore.
think he just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
I think that's what
I think that was all the law.
I think that's what it was. I hope there's not some like offensive context to it that someone's gonna be like, I can't believe you made that joke or something, because I don't know it. I just know I've seen it on Twitter.
Oh no, I don't think we're big
I have
enough
a
to
couple.
get
I have a
canceled.
couple friends who bought some programming socks.
Darnell.
So,
Nice.
Those
I
are the
think we'll
socks
be good.
those are the socks that 4chan wore when he hacked.
4chan. That's so good. Can we please run into an enemy that's named 4chan?
The hacker known as 4chan.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the hacker knows 4chan, you unmask, and he's just a guy.
I'm so tempted to have that fucking snake guy that Billy thought come back as like his nemesis.
Yeah, have you ever seen Xavier
Like-
Renegade Angel Tan?
Yes!
I've not, no.
Okay, so here's the
But I
first
want
thing.
to like covered in bandages like a snake. Like, you ruined my life, Billy.
This is who he's describing in roles. I put the GIF. We have to watch this series together, Tan. It's insane.
It is really funny. It is definitely worth a watch. But yeah, I was picturing Xavier Renegade Angel in my head. And bonus points if it's actually not a stand and he just has
Right.
a snake on
He's
his
just a
What
hand.
am I
genetic
looking at?
monster. It's Xavier
What the fuck
Renegade
am I
Angel.
looking at?
He's got like horse
Why-
legs. He's got a snake arm. He's got a.
Why
big
does it
fur
look
nose.
like that?
That's just who he is. And underneath his
That's how
I
he
mean,
is.
like the whole thing.
I know, that's just who Xavier is.
You'll find a lot of humor in that show, Tan. It's very
an amazing
clever.
show. Albeit, yeah, it's just amazing.
I'll send you a clip after we stop recording. I want you to watch one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this together, Tan. We'll binge it at some point. But I guess with that, I will end off the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave comments below on what you thought, and let us know how you feel about the series. Bye.
Bye.
Right.